What's good, YouTube? Make sure you check out my website, analysisplayground.com. There you can find NBA tributes, NBA breakdowns, and NBA highlights and everything that you need exclusively only on analysisplayground.com, including Hot Topic. Also, remember, it'll be in the links, will be in the description in the comment section below. So make sure you click them. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinway Basketball Analysis coming to you with the most underrated player in the league. I honestly think this is an easy one. It's Gordon Hayward, a guy that almost got the team to the playoffs last year. A guy that can get you 20 points. He's clutch. He's a great shooter. He is an improved passer. He's a solid defender, not the most best defender, but this is a guy that came from a guy that was just called a role player, a guy that they said wasn't worth the max, a guy they said, can he do all the things that make a superstar? Can he be an all-star caliber player? Can he can he ever live up to that contract back then? And now we seeing now that Gordon Hayward has put his money where his mouth is. He got his money and he has lived up to his contract. But he is not in some people top five small forwards. He hasn't been an all-star. His team is on the rise. They've been winning. They had a lot of injuries. Dante Exum, Alec Burke. They had a whole lot of injuries. And he has been literally making his team a borderline playoff team. Of course, you have to give credit to Rudy Gobert for anchoring that defense and helping them become a defensive team. Because after they got rid of Enes Kanter and put Rudy Gobert in there, they became one of the best teams. But who they run the offense through, who they run the pick and roll through, who they primary scorer, and I tell you, it's Gordon Hayward. This guy has literally looked at all his haters and all his skeptics and say, I have proved you guys wrong. I have continued to improve. I have helped my team win. He winning more games than DeMarcus Cousins. So, and he's an all-star. So the thing about it is the most underrated player has to go to Gordon Hayward for this year. He is going to get more money in the up and coming years. Hopefully he'll be an all-star in the West this year because some players left the West this year to go to the East. So hopefully that he can be an all-star if his team can make the 500 or at least 4 or 5 games above 500. Him or Rudy Gobert going to definitely have to be an all-star for the Utah Jazz. They have Joe Johnson. They have George Hill. They have the necessary pieces. And then they get back Dante Alec Burke. And they traded Trey Burke. So they should be able to make the playoffs this year or come close with that stifling defense because of the stifle tower. They should be able to make the playoffs this year, and Gordon Hayward should be rewarded with his All-Star berth. So if he do become an All-Star, he won't be underrated no more, but he's underrated right now because he's helping his team win and he's the primary scorer and he's doing the things that you have to do to win in the game. And he is one of the most improved players this year. He might be the most improved player this year if he can up his scoring just a little bit more. But his teammates is a lot better, so he might decline a little bit in scoring because they won't need him to score as much. He might have more assists. He might actually improve his scoring too because he can get easier shots and they can play off him and he can just fit into the offense instead of forcing him taking tough shots. And another thing about Gordon Hayward, his efficiency actually is decent. Even though he's the primary scorer, his efficiency was bad his first couple seasons, but he's able to up his efficiency. So he's a guy that's been constantly improving each season. And including his 3-point percentage too. He upped that too. So this guy is one of those guys that's constantly working hard and constantly improving and constantly seeing that I like this guy. And now that he's underrated, hopefully this year he can get credit when credit is due and get some hardware for his hard work. And hopefully he comes back better than ever and is ready to lead his team to a championship run. It's going to be hard to win a championship in the West, but at least you have to try. You make the playoffs, anything can happen. You've seen Steph Curry get injured. You've seen Mike Conley get injured last year. You've seen Kyrie and Kevin Love get injured. You get in the playoffs, something you never know what can happen. As long as you in there, you still got a shot to win a championship. So with this roster that they have this year, they have a good chance of getting out of the first round, and anything can happen after that. But this roster is deep. is talented. They have a lot of clutch players. They have a lot of defenders now. They have a lot more offense. They have more insurance policies, which means if somebody get injured, they have decent players that can step up in their place. So I'm liking the Utah Jazz. This team is very, very special. They still got their main core together. So we gonna see if they can take that next big step that I was hoping they would take last year, but injuries got them again. But this year they bought more players to make sure that they don't happen again. So with that being said, I like the Utah Jazz coming up this year. Hopefully they can snag one of those top 6 spots. If not, get to 7 or 8 and see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. The link will be in the description and in the comment section below. Also, like on Facebook to show support. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.